Hello everybody, it is Tuesday, it is 1:30 p.m, so welcome to Barefoot Live. Hello, with me, Dr. Chips, and...
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Lieghio.
We are really excited to be here with you again for the third Tuesday in a row now. And I've got to start off by saying that we have been blown away by the number of views, people tuning in live and watching again. We were just totaling it up, weren't we, Miss, just before when we were waiting to go live. And we think after today's session, we're going to be over 10,000 views across the three sessions, which is absolutely awesome. Double thumbs up. So wherever, yeah, it's brilliant, really is. So wherever you're tuning in from, all across the country and perhaps beyond, we don't know. It is on YouTube, streaming out to wherever. Welcome and thank you for joining us for this one, which is a Safer Internet Day special. Because it is Safer Internet Day today, isn't it, Miss?
Absolutely, it is.
And
we're going to be exploring two new learning games today from Barefoot to celebrate Safer Internet Day. The first one is called Cyber Snakes,
yes,
and the second one is called the Fisherman.
Yes, because Safer Internet Day is such an important day anyway. It happens every year, and it's all about making the internet safer and a better place for everyone, really, but especially children. But I suppose at the moment, because we are online even more than normal, then it's even more important at the moment. So it's great to have you all tuning in. And I'm really excited about these two games. So it's Cyber Snakes first of all, and then the Fisherman second. And I did get a good message actually from a viewer that was tuning in called Beth, who suggested as we were doing the Fisherman that we should call this episode Fish and Chips, which I thought was quite good. I like that. So very, very good. Right, so should we get started then? Should we have a look at Cyber Snakes first? So let me start by showing you where you can find this resource. So I am going to go across to the Barefoot website. And as usual, and you'll see the URL at the bottom of the screen throughout today, you go to barefootcomputing.org and then you click on the At Home tab. And all of the resources that we've been sharing are from our At Home library of various resources. And today, there are the links that you've been following to join us for these sessions. Today, we're going to look at Cyber Snakes to start with. So the whole activity is here, all the resources that you need. These include an activity plan for any teachers or parents that are joining us who want to learn a little bit more about delivering this activity. But we're going to go through that today with you all. You've also then got the Cyber Snakes board, which we will be using to play this game and to demonstrate a little bit of it to you today. And as well as that, we've got a net linking to maths to create your own dice if you need one, and some counters. We've got everything there for you, but I will also show you, if you need to, where you can access digital dice later on as well, if you don't want to make that one up today. But I've got my dice here. I made one. I know you've got a real dice there, Miss Lieghio, don't you?
I do, yep, so you can have either. So this Cyber Snakes game is our take on Snakes and Ladders. So some of it will look familiar to you. But the really important thing here that this game gives us is the opportunity so that when we land on every square, we have a discussion point. So we can talk with an adult at home, or an adult if we're playing it in school with a teacher. And we can really make sure that we have a good discussion around whatever the talking point is on each square, which will help us keep ourselves safe online. So that's a really important thing here.
Yeah, so I think we should have a go at this then, Miss, and have a play and get everyone that's following along involved as well. We're going to give you a bit of time to have a think and talk about the points on each of the squares. So do you fancy a quick game of Cyber Snakes, Miss?
Definitely, yeah. I've got my dice here.
Okay.
Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on. I'll let you go first. I'll keep track. I can move. I've got two counters here, and I can move them around our board as we go. So over to you.
Okay, perfect. Right, I've rolled a 4.
4. Right, okay. Yep, there we go.
So let's have a look at what square number 4 says. Your cousin has posted a new YouTube video. You and your parents leave a positive comment underneath it. Right, so this scenario is one of our positives. So we've got positives and negatives on the board, which means that it shows an example of good online behaviour or good online choice, if you like. So what I'd like you to do if you're watching, whether you're watching at school or at home, is just have a think for a minute, a couple of seconds, about why you think that might be a positive choice. So your cousin has posted a new YouTube video. You and your parent leave a positive comment underneath it. So we'll give you a couple of seconds just to have a little think or chat.
I'm going to have a think too. This is my thinking face. I think I've got some ideas.
Dr. Chip, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that it's a positive one, this, because if your cousin is taking the time to make these YouTube videos, it's obviously something that there is a hobby or interest in mind of theirs. It's nice to leave a positive, encouraging comment because that's a kind thing to do, and also when you're leaving comments like that online, they're available for everyone to see. So that's going to make up part of your sort of digital footprint as well. You don't want people seeing you being unpleasant online, because you wouldn't do that in the offline world. What do you think, Miss?
No, that's right. So I think that leaving a negative comment or, adding a thumbs down, for example, to a video is just the same as being unkind to someone in real life. What we need to remember is that behind that video, there is a real person, and the unkind comments that you leave online can actually be just as hurtful as unkind comments you might make in real life.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, so we're in agreement on that one. And I tell you what, everyone that's watching along, I think there's a thumbs up just down here somewhere, and I think you could leave a nice positive comment for us by giving us the thumbs up. So I'll let you do that now. That would be lovely. So is it my turn then?
It is your turn. Over to you.
Right. Okay. So let me roll my dice here. Oh, I've got a 5. So right. Let me just read out the square that I've landed on. It says your older sister leaves her computer on with her messages open. You send an emoji to one of her friends. Well, just have a think. I think that's probably all right. I mean, they've only sent an emoji. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have a think a little bit more whilst everyone else has a think as well. So we'll put our thinking faces back on, and we'll give you a chance to have a think as well. Is it okay or is it not okay? Have a think. I might change my opinion actually, but I'll wait. What?
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure if that is okay. I don't think it is, because it was still logged on to her sister's account. So anything that got sent from that account would look like it had come from her. So it could be traced back to her. So actually, I think that could probably get her into trouble, perhaps, with whoever was on the other end of receiving the message.
That's a really good point.
I think that really the person who sent it should probably have respected their sister's privacy a bit more, and not used her account at all. And did you know it's actually against the law for them to do that? Right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I should know that actually, because a sneak peek, we've got some more resources coming from Barefoot soon around what is and isn't against the law when it comes to technology. So that's I maybe need to go and revise those. So that's one of our don'ts in the end. That's not appropriate behaviour. Right. Okay. Your turn then, Miss. Over to you. Would you like to roll again?
Yeah, sure. So I've got another 4.
Another 4. Okay, you are on 8 then.
Okay, let's have a look at scenario number 8. So something scary happens on screen when you are watching TV. You show your parent and they help you get back to your program. Okay, so that's one of our positives. So that's showing good online choices. Now, I wonder why. Let's just take a few seconds again to have a think or chat with a person near you about why you think that is a positive. We'll have a think too.
Can I tell you what I think, Miss?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, because I think everyone's had a chance to have a think as well along with us. I think that is the perfect thing to do in that situation. I think that if you encounter any content that makes you feel uncomfortable, the thing that you need to do is tell a trusted adult, whether that's parents or teachers. So I think that is spot on. What do you agree with me on this one, Miss?
Yeah, I do agree. And actually, I was just thinking in our scenario, it was talking about something you see on a TV, but we could apply that to other kinds of devices too, couldn't we? That same rule. So whether you're using a phone or a tablet or your computer, that's the main message, isn't it? If ever we find anything that we're not comfortable with, which worries us, which upsets us, the best thing to do is always to ask an adult that we trust for help and advice.
Yeah, perfect. So now I don't think that we should play all of the rest of that game and take away the fun from the people tuning in that might want to play. But one thing I did realise then is I actually cheated a little bit there, Miss, because when I landed on square 5, of course it's snakes and ladders. I should have gone down the snake back to 3 and my counter is still on 5. So,
yeah, and I've actually just gone up to 10 as well, so
yes,
we can carry on.
You've leapfrogged on. Fantastic. So that's the first of our 2 games that we wanted to share with you today. And just a reminder, to get that resource, you simply go to the At Home page and scroll down and you can access it. There it is, Cyber Snakes. You can get the board. And as I mentioned before, if you don't have a dice to hand or you don't want to make up the net, if you simply go onto Google or any other search engine and put in online dice, you will get lots of websites that will provide you with a dice that you can hit random, roll a random number and it will give you a random number. So you can play that way. Right. So what are we doing next?
Brilliant. So that's our first Safer Internet Day game. That's Cyber Snakes. And now we're going to show you the second of our games, which is called the Fisherman. So maybe, Dr. Chips, could you show everyone where they could find the Fisherman?
I can indeed, because I'm already on that At Home learning page. So this time you have to scroll down a little bit further and you will find it in our interactive learning games at the bottom here. We've got a few of them in one of our other, was that last week, Asteroid Blaster? It was. But this week we're going to look at the Fisherman. So you can simply click play now on the Fisherman game there. And I've actually got it open here. There we go. With this game, one of the things I love about the Fisherman game that we've got is that it actually trains you up to be able to look out for and identify cyber criminals trying to fish with a PH for information. So phishing is all about where cyber criminals try to get your private information by pretending to be someone that they are not. And Miss, do you want to explain what we've got here for the training part of the game?
Yeah, sure. So here we're learning about the characteristics of phishing scams, so things that we might come across. And these are things that we can look out for, which can sometimes give us a clue as to whether something is fishy or whether we can trust it. So we're just going to go through some of these characteristics and we'll go through them and just make sure we're okay with what each of them means before we have a quick play of the game.
Okay, can I start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the first one we've got down here is bad grammar. So phishing scams can be littered with poor grammar and spelling errors. And this can be a warning sign as trustworthy organisations avoid communicating in such an unprofessional way. And I think as well, sometimes the bad grammar in phishing scams are designed to try and help the emails and things get through any filters that might be set up to try and catch them. So that's the first one, bad grammar.
Okay, so the second one is under pressure. So intimidation by putting pressure on you to make a decision is a popular tactic for phishing scams. Phrases such as urgent action required are common.
Okay, yes, I think I might have seen emails like that before. I might have had them when it says some personal details have been stolen and you urgently need to act on this and provide them again. I think I know the kind of thing you're talking about there, miss. The next one, too good to be true. So sometimes we might get extremely good offers and eye-catching or attention-grabbing statements which are designed to kind of attract your attention immediately. But please don't fall for it. So things where you might get an email saying that you have won a brand new iPad from a competition that you've never even heard of, let alone think that you've entered. Is that the kind of thing, do you think they mean with that one?
Yeah, we get quite a few of those, don't we, sometimes? Sometimes on text, sometimes on emails, all sorts of messages.
Exactly.
So, yeah, to be true, that's a really, really good one to look out for.
Next.
The next one is design error. So some phishing scams look genuine, but there are often small errors in their design that give it away. So I think this is talking about perhaps if you've got an email, the design of the layout might not look quite right, or the images might not look quite right. It might look a bit unprofessional. So not like something that would come from a reputable company. But these ones can be very tricky to spot. So we just need to look really carefully.
Yeah, you need to be eagle-eyed with that one and look really carefully. And the final one is untrusted source. So whether it looks like it's from someone you don't know or some you don't know, if there's anything that seems out of the ordinary or just suspicious in general, don't click on it. So if it's coming from an untrusted source. So those are the 5 features. And once you've gone through and learnt a little bit about those, should we have a go at playing the game then, miss, to see if we can identify some of the phishing scams. Now, when you're playing this game as well, this is a timer-based game, so you've got to answer as quickly as possible to score more points. If you're a bit slow, then you won't score as many points, and if you get things wrong, you lose lives. So are you feeling confident, miss?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a go. I'll give it a go.
Okay, would you like to do the first one? I'll tell you when I've started. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Over to you.
Okay, you have been hacked. Reply to this message with your full name and home address, and we will start to save your account from the hackers. Well, there's lots of bad grammar there. That doesn't look good to me at all. I'll go for bad grammar.
Bad grammar? You are correct. Well done. Right, next one I'm looking at. This is from TikTok Help. But all of the formatting does not look good here. All the boxes are in the wrong place and part of the bottom text is gone. I'm going to go for design error. And I would be right. Over to you.
Perfect. So this is a login page, facebook.secure247login.com. That I don't know where that's from. It's got spelling mistakes. I'm going to say untrusted source because I don't know where that's come from.
Okay, untrusted source is correct. Next one, your account has been compromised. Act fast and secure your account by replying to this message with your full name and email address. Urgent action required. I am feeling under pressure. I'm going to go for under pressure with that one. Let's have a look. And I was correct. Over to you, miss.
Okay, you just won a free PS5. Just follow the link below to claim your prize. Congratulations, you're one lucky fish. Reply to this email with your email and home address to get started. That's definitely too good to be true.
Too good to be true. Let's try that.
It.
You are correct. Right. Trustworthy12345.net. Log in. Please confirm your email address and password. I've never heard of them. I think that might be an untrusted source one. Let's try that. Oh, yes. Got it. Over to you.
Okay, so fishmail.com, this is my inbox, from Games Jackpot, free new PS5. We're delighted to tell you the lucky winner chosen. Oh, I think that's another too good to be true because it's got a link where I can claim a prize.
Yeah, and you probably can't, it didn't even enter the competition. Let's have a look. That is correct. bestmoviesforyou.com, movies for you, confirm spelt wrong, payment complete spelt wrong, you're spelt wrong. I think I know what this is. Subscription now to the world spelt wrong, best movie service. Definitely bad grammar on that one. And there we go. We got them all right, miss.
Oh, amazing. That's good.
We got them all right, and we scored 90 points. So I think we should set a challenge to everyone tuning in to see if they can beat our 90 points for that part of the game. And actually, I'm just thinking, miss, I'm just going to come back to you on screen here. That 90 points, that reminds me of something we covered last week. Was it variables?
Yeah, do you remember last week in our call we were talking about how variables can often be used when we're coding scores and timers in games? So we had a score and a timer actually of sorts, didn't we, with the time going down there. So I think whoever programmed that game probably used some variables for those there.
Yeah, nice link to last week there. So let me just go back to the game to show everyone that there's loads more to the game than we've just shown you, because we don't want to play it all. That's and take away the excitement from you having a go at this in a minute. But if you click through, once you've trained up there, you can then go on to help various villagers from Kelpie Deeps, this world that we've got here. For example, you can go and click on this blue fish here, and he's been watching some hilarious videos on Knick-Knack, which must be a marine-based social media platform. And he's asking whether you'll follow him. So I'm going to follow them and click there to follow. And after you follow them, you can then explore whether or not you can identify the phishing scams that are happening on Knick-Knack. So that's a different environment there, different. We were kind of looking in a training around emails and inboxes, etc. This is on a social media platform. Can you identify the phishing scams there? So I will leave you to have a go at that after we finish today. So I'm going to come back to you there, miss.
Great. So if you're one of our younger pupils, so maybe around Key Stage 1 age, you might like to have a try with the Cyber Snakes game. That might be good for you. If you're in Key Stage 2, you could maybe test yourself with the Cyber Snakes game and see how much you remember and how well you do, and then perhaps go on to the Fisherman game. So Key Stage 2 is around the age that we've aimed that game at. So yeah, we hope you enjoy having a go with each of those games that we've showed you.
Super. So we're coming to the end of this week's session now, but before we go, I just want to let you know as well that we would love to hear what you think of the Barefoot Live sessions, what we have been doing well and how we might change things to make them even better. So we want your views, and we've created a short survey, whether you are a pupil, a parent or a teacher that are tuned in watching. We would love for you to click through and complete this. Let me show you where you can find it. Starting at the Barefoot page, I'm just going to go through to the link that you are all watching us on, and I'm going to turn myself down before I get confused whether I'm me or that person there is me. And in the description for the YouTube video that you're watching today, we've put a link through to the questionnaire. So click on that and it will take you through to the questionnaire, and it's 4 short questions. Pop us your views in there to let us know what you think. That would be much appreciated. And I'll come back to you, miss.
Great. So thanks again for joining us today on Safer Internet Day. Don't forget the links to the other sessions. The first 2 sessions that we've done over the last 2 weeks are also available on that same Barefoot Home Learning page. And you can watch them on YouTube, or you can watch them on Vimeo, and the one for this session on Vimeo will be there shortly. So perhaps if you've got friends or colleagues who missed the other sessions and you think they find them useful, then please do feel free to share them. And we look forward to seeing you again in future sessions.
Yep, do look out for announcements soon of future Barefoot Live sessions. It's been great delivering these with you, and we will see you soon, and stay safe online. Bye for now.
Bye.